A very good day to all. Welcome to my flute channel. So today, my basic lesson, I'm going to give a free flute lesson about blowing techniques. I will give you an overview of what all my flute lessons are all going to be about. So if you all are interested and if you all feel that this technique is useful to you all, give me a heads up, subscribe to my channel, or just give me also as well as give me a call, WhatsApp me or email me for subscription to more classes. So basically, my skill sets with good flute techniques with a very good mind cognitive development will allow you or enable you to have a proper grasp of various musical systems. Basically, this is the link. I will show you the link later. Let me start this entire lesson with a kriti. It's just the pallavi of a kriti or the Carnatic music. This whatever flute techniques that I've used on this Carnatic Venu is also applicable for the North Indian flute and the Western flute. Let me give you a sample how these flute techniques are universal and why many teachers make this mistake by just telling you that there's a difference in technicalities. Though there are differences in a bit of the deeper technicalities, at the surface level, if you're looking at learning how to blow a flute, the techniques are similar. So Bansuri, let me play a bit of the North Indian style. Regarding the Bansuri, so I used very similar techniques but more warm air because of the nature of the instrument. And you may realize, what about the Western flute? Same techniques. Let's play maybe a major scale. So I've used very similar techniques on most of the flutes. So let me start. Let me explain to you basic blowing techniques for today. This is the most important thing. As you can see, I will actually have located this PDF file at the bottom for your reference. Blowing techniques. Today we're going to talk about two fundamentals of blowing techniques. Please write this down as you're listening to this lecture. The first is maintaining a good embouchure. And there's a 3-step process to this good embouchure, maintaining this very good lipping. Secondly, the blowing direction. These two aspects, namely the good embouchure and blowing direction, enables the quality of the sound that you produce on the flute, regardless of the type of flute that you play on. I can show you a very good example of it. Please follow. Firstly, you got to pronounce M. Can you see the smiling embouchure that I have? M. You got to use this embouchure now when you play the flute. M as you smile. Pronounce M. Step number 2 is do you see this blowhole here? So you leave the blowhole on both your lips in the center, lining with your nose. Do you see it's aligned now? Yeah. Step number 3 is to put the flute out. Can you see that the hole is directly below the lower lips? And you blow with the same embouchure I told you, M shape, and you do. As simple as that. I will also use the same set of procedures. It's a 3-step process. Pronounce M. Place the flute on your lip, aligning with your nose. Tilt the flute out, M, and blow. It is the same technique for the Western flute as well. M, turn out and play. If you realize this 3-step process is good enough for you to produce a very good sound. It enables good sound production, and it gives you a good foundation in producing a good sound. What more do you need? So today what we learned, this is a summary of our lesson today. We learned the 3-step process to getting a good sound on the flute, regardless of the type of flute that you use. You could be using a Venu, you could be using a Bansuri, you could be using a Western flute for the matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is this 3-step process. Firstly, pronounce M. After you have pronounced M, leave the flute on your lips like this and make sure that it's aligned with your nose. Pull the flute out and blow. The second thing that we need to ensure, since you have taken care of the 3-step process, now we need to look at the blowing direction. The blowing direction also ensures the quality of the sound. What do I mean blowing direction? So as you can see from this chart, I will be leaving the PDF in the YouTube below. So with that chart in mind, always have the direction of the flow 45 degrees down, not straight, not up, not down. So when you're playing, when you've gone through your 3-step process, and when you're blowing, if I'm going to blow straight, you'll sound like that. When I blow 2 down, so no. What you have got to do is blow 45 degrees into the hole. So how do you get that kind of sound? Firstly, follow. This is an exercise that I'm going to teach you. It's called the BD exercise, or you can call it a test as well, to see how good your direction is. I need to ensure when you blow, you're hitting right at the smack of your middle of your fingers, hand, and the airflow should be going like this. As you get good at this, you'll automatically understand the application of that particular exercise onto the flute. So you're just blowing up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. The airflow should be going up and down, up and down. Apply this technique to any sorts of flute. you'll get a good sound. So 2 fundamental aspects of today's lesson that you should bear in mind and apply it onto your flute to get a good sound. Firstly, the embouchure. The quality of your embouchure determines the quality of your sound. Ensure it's very good shaped, M-shaped, followed by the 3-step process. And secondly, ensure the direction of the blow is 45 degrees straight into the hole, not anywhere else. Alright, so basically I've come to an end of my lesson on blowing techniques. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and also subscribe to my channel for more updates. And I will be posting up fingering techniques, performance techniques. So basically there are 3 fundamental aspects in all my lessons, not only online. I also do a lot of face-to-face sessions. Well, I also perform using these skills. So under the flute techniques, I will be teaching blowing techniques, which I taught you today, fingering techniques, holding posture, tonguing techniques, performance techniques. And then this is supplemented with a very good music cognitive development programs until for juniors, seniors, passionate individuals, professional musicians, professional flautists, anyone. It's until for people from all walks of life. So I will start with pattern recognition, and then melody, the meaning of melody and how melody is used in different contexts, rhythm, the different rhythm using with reference to the Carnatic Tala system, Hindustani Tala system, and the Western the numbering, the time measures. And then the 4th one, I would also use music to help you with memory enhancement, how understanding different patterns will allow you to understand music better. 5th, speed playing, increase with your flute techniques. I will enable you to play faster and faster with better mind control. Number 6, sight reading, which is an important aspect in Western classical music, but I'll bring it into a very general consensus under the music cognitive development program. And then we will be also doing transcription and transposing methods. These are all the fundamental of music cognitive development program. So flute techniques plus MCED program will give you a good new skill. You can use these skills to apply to many music systems. Basically, that's what I do. And in my professional career as a musician, with the skills that I learned with the flute techniques, with the skills I have and music cognitive development program, which enables better creativity, better imagination, we'll put together both skill sets to bring about beautiful creativity, which form the basis of various music systems, especially musical systems that require you to have a good sense of manodharma or improvisation skills like jazz, Carnatic, Hindustani classical music. So if you're looking at application to various music systems, you'll be studying Carnatic music, this Varavali, Varisikal, Jante, Varisikal, Alangaras, Geetangal, and then we slowly move to the different forms of music that comes under Carnatic music, as well as Hindustani classical music. We will learn sargams, alangars, different tals, different improvisation, different bhajans, different tukadas, different composition, different bandages. And then we will also be studying a bit of Western classical music. As all this music is general, we will really realize how these techniques apply into those music systems. And then a few world music, numbers, cinematic, jazz, bebop, blues, pop. All these genres will be covered under application to various music systems. So there are 3 modules in this. So if you want to learn more from me, feel free to subscribe, hit like, connect with me, connect with my email. I'll direct you to my online portals, and as well as if you're in Singapore, you can contact me face to face. Thank you and have a good day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.